Hello, today I'm going to be showing you a RecRoom tutorial on how to build a respawn and snap teleporter. If you don't know what a respawn and snap teleporter is, basically the respawn one is like when it will kind of respawn you or move you to the next subroom, kind of like in Golden Trophy when you go to the next act. A snap teleporter is basically just a teleporter that instantly teleports you, no like fading of the screen, and it'll just pop, and it'll just be there. So yeah, let's get on to the very epic circuits tutorial. Okay, so here is the respawn teleporter. It's right over here. You will not be able to see the circuits while I'm looking at the streamer cam because RecRoom does not load circuits when you're not looking at them, so that's my bad. But we're gonna go over here. As you can see, we have this contraption. We're gonna go ahead and press the button, and what it'll do, respawn me just like that. I'm basically just gonna be showing you how to build this, and then we'll move on to the snap. Okay, let's go ahead, get into this. This will be our circuits wall for the tutorial. We're gonna go ahead and grab our maker pen just like this, and we're gonna go and we're gonna search for a vector component. It will go ahead and look like this. It's a little arrow thing, and basically this is gonna be the thing that we are going to like use to tell where we're gonna respawn the player. So we're gonna go ahead and set this right here. It'll be right here. That's pretty good. We'll move it a little closer so you can see it. And first thing we're gonna do with this vector component is we're gonna go to our configure tool, and we're going to configure the chip. And then on the configure menu, we're going to select the attachment mode, and we're going to switch it to detached instead. And we got we got that goober there. Basically, switching it to detached will make it so that it won't follow the vector component when we move it. Just makes things easier to work with. So next, we're going to go and we're going to grab a respawn chip, just like this. Just like that. Should look like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff back a little bit. There we go. So we got this respawn chip. This is the thing that's going to respawn the player. And we're gonna go to our palette again. And we're gonna go ahead and now we're gonna search the get position chip. Right here. Should look like this. Okay. We're going to grab this, we're going to set it down here, and basically this is going to be getting the position of the vector component. So we're going to hook up the top yellow of the vector to the target on the get position. So now we have gotten the position of the vector component. So now we're going to give that position to the respawn. So now we need the rotation. So that's really easy because the vector already has a rotation thing here. So we're just gonna go ahead and hook the vector here to the rotation. And there's one last thing that we need to do is the target. The target is basically the player that is gonna be being respawned. Which, speaking of, we have not placed the button yet. So we're gonna do that. So here's our wonderful, beautiful, epic button. We're gonna go ahead and place that down right there. I'm also going to configure this and set this to detached. So we're going to get the player that pressed the button to the target on the respawn. So now the respawn knows which player to teleport. And the last thing we're going to do is make it so that when the button is pressed, it will respawn you. I just had a crazy voice crack there. We're going to go back to our maker pen. We're going to go to the move tool, and we're going to move this vector component wherever we want it to teleport. We can also rotate it, and it will respawn in that rotation, just like so. So you can go ahead and move that all around. You can move it over here, and as you can see, if I press the button, I will respawn. So yeah, that's how to make a respawn teleporter. I'm going to now show you how to make a snap teleporter. Okay, so now we built this very beautiful and epic respawn teleporter. You probably want to know how to make a snap teleporter. I'm going to showcase what this does really quickly. So when you press the button, instead of it kind of like respawn you over to the place, this time it's going to immediately teleport me there just right away. And it works pretty well. This is probably a better teleporter than the respawn one, but the respawn one can be better, but the snap one is faster if that's what you want. So we're going to go ahead and make that. Hey, hello, we're in a new area. So gonna go ahead and grab your maker pen, go to create, go to the palette, and we're going to, instead of getting a respawn chip, we're basically gonna be building the respawn chip this time. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna get another vector component. We're gonna get that one again, this arrow, and we're gonna place it down. This will still be the position that you will be teleported to. I'll move it a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it to detached again. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're going to get a set position. It'll look like this. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. And this will set the position of whatever the target is. In this case, we're gonna make it the player. So now we're gonna get a button. And we're gonna get the player who pressed the button. And we're gonna hook that up to the target on the set position. Now we need the actual position. So we're gonna get a get position. Set that there. And just like last time, I'm falling through the floor. Just like last time, we are going to get the vector thing here. We're gonna get to the target, and then the position to the position. Okay, so now we're gonna get the pressed exit on the button and hook it up to the set position. So now, basically what we have is a circuit thing that will just set the position of the player, but what about the rotation? So now we're gonna get the rotation too. We already have the rotation from the vector, if you remember that. So we're going to just get a set rotation. We're gonna go ahead and set that there. And then we're gonna get the rotation from the vector and put that to the rotation on the set rotation. And then the player to the target on the set rotation. And you might be thinking, okay, great, but now how do we get the button to also press the set rotation at the same time of pressing the set position? Because if you look, they can't go at the same time. And there's actually a special chip for that called the sequence chip. Basically, what the sequence chip does, it takes one exit, and basically puts it into two so that you can use more than one.
Hello, this is Nathan&Plazer. I just realized that there is a bug, at least for now, that this won't work. So what will happen is it will set the position but not the rotation. So to fix this for right now, we can just go ahead, grab a delay, and fix it. We do not need the sequence anymore, so we can just bring that over here. And what we can do is we can set the position, and then after the position gets set, we run a delay for like 0.001 seconds. And then after that, then it'll set the rotation. And then it'll work. It's just a little jittery. But yeah, sorry for that. But that's how you fix it, so.
So we're gonna go ahead, move this back a little bit, and move the sequence here. And now instead of just hooking the straight pressed to whatever, we're gonna hook it to the sequence, and then hook the 1 to the get rotation and the 2 to the set position. So now we have a thing that when we press the button, it'll set the rotation and position of the player to the vector. If you go ahead and press it, you can see that it works. So that is how you make a snap and respawn teleporter. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope this helped you out. Goodbye!